Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a lot of episode of This Might Not Go Well. Episode 76. We in the building. You already know who it is. It's the host with the most, B Brezzy, aka Poppy Sazon.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Slick Grayson. How y'all doing out there?
What's going on? You already know what it is. Please follow us on all social media. This might not go well. If you have any brand deals, business opportunities, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. Episode 76. How you doing this week, brother? Let's do our weekly check-ins.
I'm cooling. I can't complain. Definitely, you know, been on a slight uptrend. A lot of shit in life is moving. I wasn't paying attention to it, but a lot of stuff is actually moving in very positive directions. A lot of opportunity coming my way.
Nah, fuck all that humble shit. You making big plays out here. Talk your shit. You heard? Bow.
That's just shit happening. I'm not going to speak too much on it right now. I'm letting things continue to fall into place, but I definitely see a lot of prosperity, a lot of opportunity coming, so I'm definitely happy with that. I ain't going to front. I know I don't do organized religion, but a brother been reading the Bible. I'm still not. I still see organized religion as a cult, but for the story, the shit been cool, and it's definitely been added to the meditation. Been trying to just add some discipline into my life. I think that's one of the things that I probably missed out on with my pops not being around. Sorry, subtle shot. Still love you though, Pop. But adding discipline has been something I've really been trying to strive for recently, and it's definitely been good for my mental state, my physical state. I'm probably in some of the best shape I've been in a long time. And, we grinding. It's almost summertime, so we got the This Might Not Go Well event we planning coming up soon, August, hopefully. So, it's things in the pipeline. So definitely in a good space this week. But no, I'm chilling, man. How you feeling? What's going on with you?
Feeling good. We almost to the slut me out weather. The vibes out here. This week was 90-something degrees, and it was looking fantastic, even though we got like rain the next couple of days. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit blew my eyes low key. But this week been cool though. I mean, like Memorial Day weekend. Shout out to all the soldiers that served the U.S. Army. You feel me? Whether you're alive or passed away, respect. People was on the grill. No, a lot of people wasn't on the grill. That's why I meant to say. There was no fucking barbecue vibes. I ain't gonna hold you. A lot of people was drinking, but there was no barbecue. We need to change that. But this week been okay though. The sundresses is coming out. Slick, you got your hoochie daddy shorts ready?
Shut the fuck up. Don't ask me no stupid ass questions. Hoochie daddy shorts.
You don't want no damn hoochie daddy shorts? Go on now. I'm about to get a tat on my thigh. You feel me? You feel me? Just get one right now. Now, when I wear them shorts out for this summer, is litty. You know the vibes.
Dogs. Shut the fuck up. Niggas is only
hater.
Niggas is only hater. Because niggas is only jacking the hoochie daddies because the girl. Let's be real. All the girls with niggas is hyping this shit up just because they want something to look at while they outside with their nigga. They want to date. The meme with the dudes, white guys walking with his girl and turned around. That's what they want to do. The same thing. They say it's too hot for gray sweatpants, but it's hoochie daddy shorts.
Nah, but you been knowing niggas who been rocking the hoochie daddy.
Exactly.
The respectable toxic commander in chief. Hey, he been rocking hoochie daddy shorts for a minute.
Niggas have been rocking short shorts for the last 10 years. We not gonna pretend like this is a new thing. It's just like this is.
I'm showing a little thigh meat. I don't care. Call me a thigh. Get me lit. I'm showing thigh meat.
If you just starting to show thigh meat now because the girl said they wanted you corny. I'm saying it right now. You better.
I don't care. I'm showing some thigh meat out here.
You should have been showing thigh meat back in what was that? Summer 15, summer 4, whatever that wild ass summer was.
Forget the thigh. What you want, baby? Come on now. Press on thigh. You already know what it is.
You went for the big nigga. You showing titties and thighs. Oh my God.
I'm on now. It's big nigga season almost on its way. I got my fat nigga towel and it's litties, okay? right, let's get with this show. You feel me? We got a lot of stuff to cover, and we got a special toxic segment for you guys this episode. Before we get into more of the deeper topics, I would like to send my condolences to Tiana Taylor's brother. Also, I want to send my condolences to the Dallas Cowboy who died at the age of 38, Marlo Barbara, and also the Cardinal star Jeff Gladney.
Oh, yeah, we
R.I.P. to those. Yeah. R.I.P. to those. Death is always hard. So R.I.P. to them. Now, what been holding off the whole week is this Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case has finally come to a conclusion. Now, Slick, we haven't really covered this case on our platform like this.
No, I didn't care.
Not even when, there's been reports that she shitted on his bed.
That's nasty.
Even when she was doing the fake cry in court, or even him in his abusive ways. Or, maybe we can't say that because we don't get sued for defamation of character over here. But yeah, homeboy Johnny Depp up 15 mil off the case right now.
Who paid?
City Boys, we up. Slick, drop it.
I told you, I ain't have it. I can't find it. You want to play City Boys?
Follow Duval. City Boys.
I ain't find that. Shit, I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh, come on now. City Boys.
I didn't find it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I got this. If I got this, I got this if anything.
Hey, play that shit, nigga. Really, you just can't move on. You really just want to play this song. You that excited that a nigga got 15 million? Why?
Yes.
It's white people.
You gotta play this.
It's white people. It don't got shit to do with us. I wish y'all could see what I see right now.
Hey, City Boys, we up. You know the vibes.
No,
I didn't really pay attention too much to the
Johnny Depp
case.
is not outside with us, nigga.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
That's
but
why I
anyways,
don't
anytime
care.
I hear a nigga up Mills off,
But he not even a nigga.
Come on now. They've been winning all these court cases. A nigga up 15 mil out here.
That's because half the time the nigga actually did it.
You feel me? She broke, I'm up. You know the vibes. Come on now.
This is exactly why the narratives are the way they are.
Wait, we gotta be entertained. Come on now. It's been a tough couple of weeks in America. We gotta have a little fun. Now, granted, to all my domestic abuse victims out here, I do not know this case. I'm not rooting for Johnny Depp. I don't know if he with niggas or not. I'm just making light of just the 15 M's. If you are a domestic abuse victim, please send it here to LNG. Want to put that disclaimer out there. Now, for the next story. Oh, man, there's been beef in the comedy world out here, Slick.
Yeah, I sort of cared about that.
Yeah, DL Hughley and Monique got into it over some contract dispute. Now, granted, I feel sorry for Monique off the rip because she's starting to get that stigma of always airing out her grievances, and she's starting to get the stigma of angry black woman, and now people are not even really paying attention to what she's saying and automatically against her. And I don't like that because if you know about the comedy scene is a real male dominant, chauvinistic. It's not really geared to women or female comics, especially black female comics. So off the rip, I already know social media was going to have a field day with Monique, but they went back and forth, Slick, showing receipts, going hand in hand. Apparently someone's supposed to close, and apparently someone went behind someone's back and switched it out. And then apparently, someone from DL Hughley's radio team went after her husband, so she went after his family. What's your whole thoughts on the whole situation?
I think it's just petty. I think that I didn't see any contract that she put out. I saw DL Hughley's contract where it explicitly stated that he was supposed to get paid the most, and he was supposed to he picked the order of the show and he was the headliner. Did she put out anything like that?
Oh yeah, sure. So after DL Hughley posted the first clapback, she posted her contract or a deal memo. And then that's when DL Hughley came back with his and with the timeline with the timeline, with the schedule for the show, and then she came back with her schedule of the show. So it's just been a back and forth type of situation right now. And my whole stance on it is, I think it's real life the promoters issue, and I think
it looks like that because her contract doesn't say anything. Like, what his contract explicitly said, yo, Mo highest paid, whatever. But I'm looking at her contracts, and it says, the schedule says her as the headliner. So even if, like I said, if DL Hughley did rearrange the show, his contract stipulated that, and this is an issue created by the promoters. And I think somebody else said that online too. Like, yo, this is DL said, yo, you got to take this with the promotion team because this is how they.
But I find the backstory out. Shout out to Here's the Thing with Kev on Stage and Angel. So apparently, and I don't know how long ago was this, but Monique, if you don't know, DL Hughley got like a syndicated radio show. He's up there with Steve Harvey with how many states and countries that his show is syndicated on. So Monique was there because they've been friends since Kings of Comedy, Queens of Comedy. So they played Would You Rather, which is a typical segment that they play on the DL Hughley show. And in that segment, the question was, would you rather your husband have sex or either suck Lee's Daniel with a condom on, or basically have like a threesome with a little girl, or not a threesome with a little girl, but some other disrespectful form. And she took offense to that. So now I think geared to that incident that she had at the show, and then also with this miscommunication with the show, I think this kind of like just triggered her. Because one thing we know, Monique don't play about her husband. She stick beside her man. She stick beside her man. So I think that's what led her to have that outburst out there. And I just think, yo, I don't even know what to say. I just don't. What's your thoughts, Slick?
I mean, yo, shit don't get in the way of the business. First and foremost, my beef and business totally separate. If we got beef in business, we just not gonna be in business together. I think that, like, yo, niggas gotta talk. If shit gonna set you, squash that shit before we gotta do any kind of work together. Because now you're making it a public thing. Like, you taking it a step farther, both parties too. Because now it's like y'all both, it's jokes, and it's going to get y'all more bookings. People love drama. You're gonna want to hear about it. But at the same point, it's like, yo, I don't hear no white comics doing this shit. Like, yo, tighten up. Legit, just tighten up. That's how I feel. Like, I felt like it was stupid. I heard about it. I've seen this shit. I'm like, all right, niggas is being You're being 60-year-old children.
That's a fact. And then also with just one thing for Monique is, Monique threw a shot once again at the people that she's been throwing shots for a long time. I'm like, Monique, if you keep running with that or talk about people who have wronged you, they're going to continue that narrative about you, and they're going to continue to be against you. But like you always say, I love us for real, and I love you, mama. Hopefully you and DL Hughley could squash that. Now to the red table talk. Jada Pinkett Smith finally give us a little input about the notorious Oscar night where Will Smith Chappelle Chris Rock on stage. You want to play that real quick?
Yeah.
Now about Oscar night, my deepest hope is that these two intelligent, capable men have an opportunity to heal, talk this out, and reconcile. The state of the world today, we need them both. And we all actually need one another more than ever. Until then, Will and I are continuing to do what we have done for the last 28 years. And that's keep figuring out this thing called life together.
I think I speak for a lot of black people. We are tired of hearing the Smith family bullshit. Save us.
R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels. I just saw that on Twitter. I was like, what the fuck? But what's your thoughts on her comments?
This might not go up.
I
don't. It's just like, it's so, like, let's be real. The Red Table Talk, it can be insightful. It can be interesting to hear people's perspectives. It just seems such like a gaslighting thing to say, because what was the media output after everything went down? She said, "Oh, we'll address this properly on the Red Table Talk." Right? That's where they said before they do anything, where they're going to address it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then for this to be your first comments on what was supposed to be the biggest night of your husband's career, your statement is that we hope these two men heal. What
and the conversation not going to be about that, to be honest with you. She's mostly going to be talking about alopecia and what it entails.
It felt like a deflection. It felt like a lack of accountability. I know some people might be like, well, what is she accountable for? We cannot sit here and pretend. And I know sometimes people just put together stories. We cannot sit here and pretend that her public actions and comments about her husband have not put a damper on his psyche.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to sit here and omit that. Whether y'all were together, separated, whatnot, you publicly made your husband look like an ass, for lack of better words. And on the biggest night of his life, something that probably should have been squashed at a different time, was amped up, and there was no remorse in your face when the camera panned to you. There was no shock. There was no calming. There was no attempt to keep that man in his seat. If I'm out with Shorty right now, and she knows I'm not a violent nigga, if I'm gonna get violent, I know in my heart she's gonna grab me and be like, yo, it's not here. Not right now. Not on this night. Not when you got so much going for you. You feel me? Unless we're in danger, she's not letting that happen. I know my boys, shorties, they always gonna be like, all right, hold on, relax, calm down. You feel me?
Agreed.
So the complete absolution of like any other comment that might be coming, but to put it on two broken men doing broken men shit, sometimes you gotta acknowledge why the man is broken. I think that's a part that gets left out in a lot of these conversations. And that's how we get to those points where we're like, oh, men ain't shit, women ain't shit, because their traumas turned them into whatever. But we have to look at like, yo, you played a role in this. You cannot cast that aside for whatever, however you want to spend this. You can't spend shit. It was done in the fucking middle of the world. You feel me?
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. Whatchamacallit? My thing is, I'm gonna wait until the episode comes out. I'm not gonna dig too deep on this trailer of the episode to give my true opinion, because I want to give her an opportunity. But I totally agree with you. And I think for us, we don't want the professional Jada to come out. I think we really want the real. Give us the real. I think this type of the trailer that she just gave us was too professional. And that's not something that we want. We want something real. We want to know, like, it's hard to explain. We just want, like, to me personally, I would want my shorty to hold me down. I think she is holding him down privately, but at least publicly, because I ain't gonna lie, publicly wise, Jada, it looked like you ain't sticking by your man. You feel me? So that shit hard in itself. So I'm gonna wait until the episode comes out before I give my full deep dive on her. But from this trailer alone, it doesn't look too good. And I'm gonna just send him energy to Will Smith and to Chris Rock.
It's tough. Like I said, I read the book. I'm a Will Smith fan to the day I die. Unless that nigga's like doing sex trafficking or some shit and they prove he did it. Sorry. But I feel like I sympathize with him for the simple fact, like, I know he's felt like a coward because those are the words he put in his book. So to walk through your life feeling like you didn't protect the people that you love, on top of having to deal with the jokes, on top of having to deal with everything, and to make a decision like the one he made, you know how fucked up and out of your mind you have to be to do some shit like he did on that night?
Yep, I agree.
It's just like, this isn't like, oh, I had a bad day, so I'm a fucking nigga up when I'm supposed to win the award to show I'm the best in what I do. You feel me? This has been brewing.
Yeah.
And it's like, for all the rhetoric about healing, for all the rhetoric about getting right and being right with self and, you know, the people around you, you're not even right in your own household. And I don't care what she says in the episode. You're putting the shit that you played a large role in creating on other people, especially Chris Rock. Chris Rock didn't have shit to do with your household. He made a joke. That's what he gets paid to do.
Yeah. And that's what they do at the Oscars all the time.
You feel me?
So I mean, we just gotta wait until the episode come out and see if what Will has to say and what she has to say on the situation.
I would, if I'm Will, if I'm Will, I'm not saying shit. And
I think they're gonna want him to say something.
I'm not saying shit on that platform, and I'm saying this why.
Okay.
Because
I can see that
they've been pushing this healing effort, right? But it's like, why is the only way I can heal is by coming on your platform? And if they're healing behind closed doors, by all means, go for it.
Oh yeah,
but I'm not coming on every time I step out with you. I am embarrassed. Sad Will Smith meme. Entanglement song. Ruining the Oscars. Not saying that she directly did it, but there's an accountable role you have to play when somebody acts out of character. And you're their partner. And you know for a fact, like, this is not them, or this is like, you know, predicated off of what we've been dealing with. You feel me? So I wouldn't like, we're gonna squash this shit. Or we're gonna squash it on another platform. We have a third party that's gonna talk to both of us. I'm not letting you control the conversation. Because that's how things get lost in translation. And I end up looking stupid. I'd rather look stupid with a third party there to corral than address this shit directly with you on your shit. But that's just maybe
what you want her to bring Gail? What's that girl on the old network that be
Iyanla?
Yeah.
Not even, because that shit, you know, Iyanla might get in their ass. You need somebody who's gonna get in their ass and be like, yo, why are we doing this? And I think that whole idea.
No Dr. Phil though.
Nah, not Doc. We don't need another bad baby situation. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the comments were lacking, and I feel like there was a lot of absolution of blame. And you know, we're not stupid. I think there's a difference between like not knowing what's happening and be like, yo, we watched this shit play out. This was half the pandemic. He's like, oh shit, entanglements. It's when you caught up in that shit was a bop, but it's like, fuck, we singing this shit and Will just sitting in his crib like, how many bullets put in the gun today?
That's a fact. Well, we hope for the best and can't wait for that to come out. Now, NBA Finals, who you got is officially set. Warriors versus the Celtics.
Warriors in 5.
Celtics in 6. You know why I want the Celtics to win. I'm not even a Boston anything sport related fan, but this time I'm rooting for them because I don't want Steph to get his Finals MVP or his 4th championship, because then they're going to try to put him in the same league as LeBron, which he's not. And also, if the Celtics win, like I said on the last episode, it helps the narrative that since LeBron left the Eastern Conference, 3 Eastern Conference teams have won a championship, just showing his greatness and how he dominated that conference.
I just think conventional wisdom with the Celtics, every time they make a step, they're not quite ready. And I think they go, simply just watching basketball, they go through spells where they can't score. They'll be up big and then they'll like put their foot on the brake and they'll give up a major run. And you can't do that with Golden State. Golden State is legit the one team in NBA you cannot allow to go on a major run, because what would be a normal 10, 15-point run for a regular team can be a 20 to 30-point run for them. And completely, like, what do you do when one of those boys, let alone 2? Now they got 3 Splash Brothers with a bunch of high-end role players and Draymond running the show. Boston has great defense, but Boston's defense is also predicated. They have one real defensive stopper. Tatum and Brown are solid defenders, but they're big men. I know Al Horford can guard the perimeter, but are they going to be able to impact the Golden State switches? Because Golden State could run Poole, Steph.
Marcus Smart got to play smart. No pun intended.
He does, but he also has to. He's the defensive player of the year. Literally, everybody has to work, and I think that's going to be so interesting. I'm saying Golden State 5 because they've been there before. They're hungry. They expected to be here. They're deep. They got some youth and athleticism in case they need like some spot minutes for somebody. And Boston hasn't been there yet. They were struggling. They were trying to figure out how to win in the second round. If we're being honest, trying to figure out how to win in the conference finals with a broken down Heat team and a 75% Milwaukee team. Because Chris Middleton being there, that series might look totally different. They went to 7 without Middleton.
But then they also swept the Nets.
The Nets didn't have Ben Simmons or James Harden, even though I know James Harden wasn't on the team anymore. And Kevin Durant never looked right coming off of that injury. It looked like he didn't have lift. He wasn't able to do Kevin Durant-esque things. He missed a lot of shots that we've seen him make easily. So I'm not saying that they're guy here on the asterisk, but I think they took out some really good teams, but we didn't see the best version of any of those teams.
And I agree. And I think back to your point with Warriors do have the type to break a run, a historic run, where how many points they can score back. But there are times in games where niggas is cold. So the thing about Boston is they got to play almost perfect and just capitalize off of the Warriors' mistake and not take the foot off the pedal if they are in a double-digit lead. They should keep it on full throttle until the game is over, because that's what happened a lot of time. Yeah. And I hopefully this is a good final.
And also too, everybody hyping up Boston #1 defense. Golden State was #2.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of like, yes, Boston had a great point differential since the turn of the new year, like all the stats want to point out. But Golden State, Klay Thompson was getting his feet wet. Jordan Poole was establishing his role. The role players were figuring out where they fit. I just think I take experience, and I think as a Bron fan, that's something you learn. Experience gets you out. Like the year they went to the finals in 2018, they got swept by Golden State. They had no business winning in the first round. It was Bron and a bunch of role players. Experience and drive and knowing how to win basketball games gets you there. Just get me to a game 7. Just get me to the fourth quarter.
And I just want to say, Marcus Smart, y'all was not being Golden State that.
Damn sure wasn't.
He had a recent interview where he said 2018 he felt like Kevin Durant was on that, and Kevin Durant would have demolished your team. I'm saying that right now, and I'm not even a big KD fan. But speaking on LeBron, my boy is a billionaire. Clap it up for my guy. Yeah. It didn't take him 14 years. It did not take him 14 years like Jordan to become a billionaire. The first active player to be a billionaire. He's the GOAT. Top 2, not 2. I know everybody loves Jordan, but it's LeBron over here. You heard? That's a fact. The chosen one.
That is a Fendi.
The kid from Akron. All right. Now, you had this on the docket, so I'll let you go off on this. And I just saw the video too, so I'm going to be part of the appreciation as well.
It just came up. I ain't going to say where it came up from, but shout out to Normani. Just shout out to you, baby. You did your thing.
I'll drink your bath water.
You did your thing. Happy birthday. I hope that the label starts figuring out how to market you, because you are a star.
I just know that shit good on me.
I ain't know a move like that.
She made that shit. Hercules.
Shout out to her.
You know who else made a Hercules?
Ooh.
My girl Carly Ray over here.
Why would I give up? Never mind.
Come on now. She was shaking them little drumsticks. Don't do that to her. Don't do that to my boo. But if you didn't see the video, well, she does this thing in her show where she brings on a fan on the stage, and she gives them a little lap dance. Well, this guy cupped the whole booty cheek of hers, and then she kindly told him to get the fuck off the stage. What's your thoughts on that?
She had to protect herself. I think that there's a thin line between today, there's a thin line between entertainment and accountability. And I think she's entertaining, but if you're being entertained, you have to be accountable. So the whole running on stage to assault comedians because you don't like a joke, or you get a chance to be around a celebrity and you get out of pocket, like, you have to know that just because you're there does not mean that this person is because you want to do something or you feel a way. You're not validated in that. You feel me? And I think that it goes with the blurred lines of like everything that's okay today. We have too much access to shit. And when you have a lot of access, you feel like once you get around these things, like, I can do whatever the fuck I want. No, you can't. She's dancing on you. It's a part of her show. She don't mean that she like you. Don't mean that she love you. She don't owe you nothing. You tried to cop a feel. I hope they whooped his ass in the back.
Yeah. hopefully next time she understands to like restrain, because I know Janet Jackson back in the days used to do that, and she restrained the person on the who sat on the chair so they wouldn't touch her. I mean, but I was listening to the new Roy and Maul podcast. Shout out to Damaris, who was their producer. She played devil's advocate and asked, did she invite this type of energy? Like, hey, you brought me on stage and started like really like jumping on my shit and all that. Is he wrong for grabbing a little bit of the booty since he kind of got him a little riled up? This is not my opinion. This is something I heard from the Roy and Maul. So get at them if don't. It's not me. This is not my thoughts. What's your thoughts on that?
I think in the strip club too, though, it's etiquette. Like you don't just start grabbing ass. Like it's like you. Like this, like, you know.
I don't know what strip club you went to.
No, I'm saying like you just gonna start grabbing. You grabbing scattered ass in the strip club without even like yo. Like, hey, you want to dance out? No, like, that's wild. Like, you just grabbing random asses?
Niggas are throwing stacks of money on girls.
Yeah,
asses.
if you're throwing money, I'm saying that's a transaction. There's an exchange. This nigga was just sitting in a chair. And she was wild.
The strip clubs I've been to, but they was letting them smack ass.
You walk in at hands. I'm saying off the walk-in, nigga. Not like.
Oh, no, not the walk-in.
That's what I'm saying. Off the walk-in, you not. Like, this nigga sat down and pulled his shirt up like he was like, I'm about to feel everything. You feel me?
Oh yeah. He got a little bit of the lip. He got a little bit of the lip.
And I'm like,
the cup got a little bit of the lip on me. I was like, okay, you wild out, bro. You touch a little bit of the lip, you bugging. Stop.
I'm like, yo, it's part of the show. You gotta know it's part of the show. You just be a part of the show. You don't have to like, you know, that nigga like he had an IEP. Like that nigga was struggling.
Well, just hopefully next time she restrained that stuff. But on Twitter, they was coming after us that a lot of these guys in the generation don't know how to grill. What's your thoughts on all that, man? What you saw on Twitter and everything.
I mean, we don't. But I also feel like it's a deeper context of conversation. I feel like, not grilling. First, it was ass because niggas was definitely like, who got a grill? And niggas was like, nobody. Like, not saying niggas don't know how to grill or like it's the most hard thing, but it's a lot of skills that are not really taught at this age group. I saw like a tweet that was like,
especially if you're in a big city.
Yeah, like niggas don't have property. Niggas don't have. I saw that tweet. I forgot who tweeted it, but niggas don't have property. Niggas don't have backyards where they doing this shit. Shit, a lot of niggas don't have fathers that was teaching them how to grill, so they just if they had this shit,
uncles and whatnot.
Yeah,
come on,
like nigga, nephew go start that grill up. There wasn't a lot of that happening. I even
and a lot of people talk about the old days. I'm like, the old days niggas wasn't distracted or anything. What niggas was doing back in the old days?
Niggas,
niggas
got on the grill. They played their cards. They drank their beer. They called it a day. They played their records.
Yeah. Even the kids had to sit here and play around and play outside. So they had to watch.
Niggas had water guns.
Niggas got phones.
Yeah. And once you got a phone, it's like, what the fuck? You get the baby an iPad. That nigga not looking at what you doing. That nigga's watching fucking Pow Tunes and all that other dumb shit. But
fellas though, learn how to grill. Learn how to grill though. Get you your Jesus Shuttlesworth sandals, 13s. learn how to season and grill up. You heard?
If niggas is getting shamed for grilling, fellas, y'all better flame these women for not knowing how to wash a dish or something. I'm just keeping it a stack.
Oh, wash a dish? Nah, I think anybody. You had to learn how to wash a dish.
Anybody can, but I'm just saying you
gotta give them something different.
I'm not trying to be a dickhead, but
nah. You gotta shame women for cooking more than chicken Alfredo.
Nigga, it's like the same thing with the hoochie daddy shit. Like it's cool. Like the aesthetic is cool. We not just gonna shame niggas into doing it. We gonna shame everybody. Fuck it. We either gonna heal or we gonna shame. Pick your poison. I'm down for healing. Let me go buy a little $15 grill from Target and get it right because I want to. Like I want a barbecue for my woman. Yes, cool, beautiful. You ain't going Twitter. I'm not gonna let the internet shame me into doing certain shit or wearing certain shit. Suck my dick, internet. I'm so fed up.
These niggas know how to change a hookah instead of changing coal. I was like, all right.
That's funny. That's a good one. They do. Niggas. I got the hooks. I needs it. I'm like, nigga, this is not
niggas
crack.
can change coal on the hooks, but can't change coal on the grill. Like, damn, that you got facts. Because niggas in the heights, niggas know how to fire up.
I seen a tweet. It was like, I want a Southern man because the Southern men know how to use their hands. First off, nigga, anybody can learn. They just have to have the resources or the interest in learning. What we've been doing, like we said,
New York City know.
Niggas in New York City, nigga, you see the price of gas? Nigga, I can't fix no. I'm not even trying to.
Now, Shorty, I can teach you how to hop the train. Like I could teach you the right method.
I'm gonna get. Just know I'm gonna get us there. You want grilled food? You want grilled food? All right, we're gonna figure it out.
Yo, I could teach you how to order on a deli. You feel me? Like I could teach you some New York shit niggas could do for you out here. You feel me?
And it's like, yo, I go back to the property shit, niggas. Like I said, you in a position like, yo, I got a house, you got a mortgage, you don't probably have the bread to go out like that. You damn straight. We in the back grilling. I ain't taking your ass in no restaurant. I want to ask my grandfather how many days he took my grandmother on after they got the crib. Like, tell me,
like I'm gonna teach you how to roll a spliff. Like,
like yo, like it's a lot of shit that is real different, and we keep running back to old standards of what it should have been. And I'm like, yo, I get it. We definitely should know how to do certain things just for our own sake, but we got to get there on our own.
I could teach you how to make 5 to 500. I could teach you Wells Fargo, Citibank, how to make them cards crack.
All right, nigga, let's go to something. I'm done. All
right, we have reached the song of the week portion. Quick disclaimer: if you are listening to this on YouTube, please exit and go listen to your favorite streaming platform. Whether that is Stitcher, Spotify, iHeart, Apple, or whatever your favorite streaming platform on, and go search us up, and you can listen to our song of the week, or go to our Apple Music playlist, which is in our link, and go listen to our previous song of the week. What's your song of the week?
Been trying to hit for years. Finally hit you feeling like the rookie of the year.
All right, so that was our song of the week. You know, you can find the rest of the songs on the week on our Apple Music playlist, but that's not what you're here for. You're here for the people's choice, the people's favorite. Slick, drop it.
Toxic, but so what? You gonna love it here. Shit, fuck is you talking about? We have fun over here. It's very fun here.
And it's fun indeed. Welcome to the TSA. Toxic Service Announcement, baby. And we got a special guest with us today. We got Red Velvet. Clap it up, Slick.
Oh, snap. Red Velvet in the building. Coming to the stage.
Before you ask, she's not a stripper.
I say, coming to the stage.
We just wanted to put her under a nickname, so we're going to go with Red Velvet, or just Red for short. Hey, Velvet, how you doing today?
I'm good. It's a new day. It was rainy outside, but I think it's brightening up, and, we're taking it as it goes.
I wanted you on this platform because you listen to us, which we thank you, by the way. And, you kind of disagree with most of our takes on this platform.
Mostly I do. You're right.
So I definitely wanted to have your opinion for our TSA for this episode. But you know how it goes, everyone. We do 2 topics and the extra one on our Patreon. Go subscribe. A little cup of coffee if you want to listen to some more extra topics. And we have some more interviews on the way and other things on our Patreon. So be on the lookout for that. But today's 2 topics, we're going to go with the first one. Slick, load up that TikTok video first. And these are questions you should ask on the first date. Play it.
But what are some good first date questions?
Are you able to eat food off your own plate, or should I just go ahead and tell them to bring it all out on mine? Also, if they bring me the wrong food, are you able to handle your feminine duties of letting the waiter or waitress know that this is not what I ordered? Because I'm going to just eat the shit regardless. Also, what's your sense of humor like? Because anytime I've heard a woman start a sentence with the phrase, I just think it's funny how... Usually don't be shit funny. It just ends in an argument. Also, are you comfortable with the idea that if things don't work out between us, I come and get my hoodies back? No. Where you going? I'm taking my hoodies
back. That's a fact. That's a fact. I want my hoodies back. Them shits is expensive.
I just feel like if it don't work out, I am giving you back your hoodies. I'm like throwing them through your mail drop like, here, skirt, take them. I don't need those anymore.
I don't know. I lost a lot of good shit over the years.
Come on now.
Well, damn. They must have liked you.
I'm about to say sentimental hoodies. I'm pretty sure if I reached out, they might still have them shits. Like, wait a minute. I know this was a good ass hoodie. This shit was thick. This is peak Abercrombie.
You know what type of hoodies they take? They take the one that means something to you. Either it's expensive or something that you hold dear. You don't take the regular ones. They be taking the ones like your your high school hoodie, you know.
Yeah, why are we gonna take the raggedy ones? That makes no sense. You need to give me the expensive, priceless things so that you know I'm priceless. This outfit is priceless. Respect me. What do you mean? And then you mess up and we think about whether we're gonna burn it or if we're gonna give it back. So if you get it back, it's great.
Wait, hold on. How you go from cherishing it to almost burning it? You see this? Give me back my hoodies right now. We're not doing this.
It depends on what you do.
So as a woman, what some questions would you like to ask on the first date? Or would like to be asked on the first date? Either or.
I think for first dates, it needs to be established what you're looking for moving forward. Because I've had a version of first dates. Like some people are just like, oh, we're just out here to just have fun. I mean, you know, if you're only talking about yourself. But that's not the point. Like, this is a first date. So it's like, are we moving forward? Is it just catching a vibe? Is it something more? You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to know what it is. So it's like, not to start off like first question is, oh, where are we going with this? But it's just like, be interested in the person that you're talking to. You know, what is your likes? What are your dislikes? Where would you like to go after this date?
Wait. So on the first day, you asking, what are we? Already off the rip?
No, not what are we? That is a strong question for like 2 months in, I guess.
Wait, hold on. I just met you. And I finally got the opportunity to take you out.
Mm-hmm.
I already have to tell you my intentions off the gate. What if
not
now,
like the first exact question, but it's like, are we going to continue this? Like, are we actually dating and talking for future purposes, or are we just chilling for fun?
Can I interject? I think what she's trying to say is that like people know if they're going on dates just because they want to smash, and people want to know if they see a future. There is that gray area where it's like, all right, I'm just trying to catch a vibe, but you gotta be comfortable in saying that. So like,
right.
I think that's
how do you know that on the first date?
Because everybody don't just take out the random person they met at the bar. Sometimes you've been preying on this person for a little minute.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
You ever met a girl that you wanted to smash, but then you realized she got a dope personality, so you cuff her?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Okay, hold on. You're a bad example.
This is what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. Because if I want to smash you, I'm not spending. Fuck, this might not go.
Yes,
but exactly. No, but honestly, you know what I'm saying? This is the thing with men.
Wait. Let him go. I got him in the corner. Go ahead and finish it.
If I'm trying to smash 8 to 9 times out of 10, I'm not spending money unless we linking at a function where it's just on some like I was going here anyway type shit. Like, oh, I'm gonna link you when I'm at so and so. Versus me actually putting the time into a date. I might make plans with you, but 9 times out of 10 I'm a flop. I don't care.
So you're not gonna take her out to eat. You're just gonna take her to the spot and just smash.
No,
is that the type of guy you are?
I'm weak.
You want to play this game? Fuck it, motherfucker. Let's play this game. Shout out to X. I say motherfucker when I'm potting. But no. But I'm like, yo, if I'm gonna see you out, like, all right, attraction is different than like, all right, I see something with you. I'm trying to see something with you. If I'm just trying to see you naked and get it popping, I know my conversation little enough that could happen.
We're not even going on a date if we just about to smash. Like, that's just where I'm at. Yeah. If you took me out on this date, one, you're paying for it. We need to cut that whole, who's paying on the first date type of thing. I mean, like, what? It's just one of those annoying questions.
Maybe the reason why I'm confused is maybe the people that you're taking on these first dates, you're probably talking to them for at least a week or two.
Sure.
And we get that. If that's the case, then I probably might. What?
A month. Nigga, I ain't.
You talking to a girl a month before you take on the first date?
If I'm single and the roster is being established, why the fuck am I going on different dates? That's stupid.
A month though?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you.
But I feel like if you ask this girl out on a date, it's because you're actually serious about her. It took a whole month for you to know that.
Sometimes am I talking to her every day? If I'm talking to her every day type shit, she might got me.
Right.
But if she don't got me, if she could text me and I'm just sitting here like, it's so and so again.
Because I'm so confused. I'm so confused now. Because from what I'm hearing from women that I talk to, if homie is not, if they be switching nigga out season if a nigga not trying to link them on the first day within the first 2 weeks of talking. That's what I get from girls that I talk to and I'm friends with.
Am I gonna have to?
So,
I'm
so the reason why I disagree with both of y'all stance on the questions is because this is a person that you legit just met and you just went on a first date with, and you're already asking these sort of questions that should be saved for at least the second or third day after talking after the first date.
No,
nigga.
We're not saying on the first date, we're like, what are we about to be? That's not the question.
That's what this question's about.
The question is like
it's about understanding intentions though, still.
How am I going to understand the attention if this is the first time? This is the first. So
you haven't been talking.
I didn't even catch a vibe.
So you didn't catch a vibe when you met her.
No chemistry.
You didn't catch a vibe and have chemistry when you met her, or when y'all was texting during the week.
What about the sleeper at a party?
You taking a bitch? Oh my god. You taking a girl?
But this is where the confusion comes in, right? Because most times. This is not like back in the days where you meet somebody and it's like, let me take you out tonight. That's not how it goes. Like, you already are texting, you're on Instagram, you on Twitter, you on whatever, hitting with each other, talking, right? And then after maybe a week or two, you're like, hey, I want to take you out on a real, actual date.
Bro, what do you mean?
You could get all your attentions from someone within a week or two of speaking? Is that what y'all telling me?
What do you be? Who do you be dating? That's my question.
No, it's not about who I be dating. It's just like let's establish if we have face-to-face chemistry in a nice setting first, and then the second or third date we can talk about our intentions with one another. We didn't even have a successful date.
So wait, time out. You got money, first of all, motherfucker. You got a lot of money. Second,
you know.
So, all right, but
a lot of my DMs, Poppy size on.
All right, so basically, let me pose this. If she fine, you're gonna take on a date. You see her at a party. Okay. I'm not gonna operate like that. That's why I said my 2 weeks to a month.
Oh, okay. So that's why I say it's a difference. It's a difference.
Fine only gets you, but so far, every bad chick is somebody's headache somewhere out there.
Oh yeah, we don't.
I don't care. I'm about to say I don't care how good you look.
It's cool. See, if we're operating like I saw you, I like you, so we going on a date right now, then it's different because you just have to ask questions about what are the things you like to do? What do you do for fun? What are you? I mean, I don't know. Is this what are your goals in life type of thing? Because at this point in my head, if I'm on a date with you, it's because I like you enough to be outside, to be seen with you in the first place, so that people can know that we're even talking in the first place. So at this point, I'm really interested in your goals in life and like what you want to do with just us, with things, what are those next little steps? Not like we have to go in extreme deep details of if we're making this a real thing or not, because we're still in the dating phase. But it's different if it's like the first date. I really just saw you like yesterday and we're going out today. That's different. It's it's more of an introduction.
I think that's what happens most of the time than what y'all are used to.
That has never happened to me.
I must be talking to the wrong
okay.
That has never happened.
We went to college here. So you didn't see a girl.
You thought I was feeding them girls that I met in the CC? You thought I was feeding?
You bringing us back?
I have to bring a relatable. I gotta bring a relatable scenario.
Okay,
I gotta bring a relatable scenario.
And I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did. Go ahead, give you a scenario. I'm
saw the girl at a CC party. Got her number. Talked to her. You like, yo, let's let me take you out. No. Shit back then that was popping. Chipotle. Chipotle was popping back in our era.
That's where you fucked up. No, you know what I said? Let's take a walk.
What?
Let's go to the fountain. Let's do some shit.
But that's still a first date. You still talk. You still link up with her within a week or two.
Nigga, that ain't no fucking date.
In a week or two span.
There was no thought. I'd keep it a stack. And this is going to sound real scummy. This might not go well. I had been chilling with girls that I was macking with at Albany. And the joint I'm in at the party, I'm like, oh, I'll be back. I'm about to take a walk. Real shit. Freshman year. I'm going to be so honest.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Let's take out the college. Let's take out the college scenario.
Bro, I'm just keeping it a stack. Is that a date? That's not a date.
I don't count that as a date. I don't count it as a date until I'm dressing up to actually go out with you and we're about to sit down and have like a serious conversation about why you even brought me on this date in the first place.
We can't have a serious conversation on our walk, and that can't be a date. We can't get a cup of coffee.
I'm not considering that a date because that's not even. You talking about spending money? I'm talking about literally.
Wait. I never said a date was about spending money. I just say we're if I met
there
you
is intention,
and then in a week or two we're going on our first date. So I don't think the questions that Red Velvet put on first was something that it would be meant to be asked on that first date. If I met you within a week or two span of talking to you.
In that week or two, you've had conversations, you've seen social media, you probably joked. You might
subjective. Subjective.
How?
It is a very subjective thing. So that's just it, right?
She could be she could be like you. If a shorty dated you right now, she wouldn't know what the hell you do because you're not on social media.
She could look at my tweets. She can look at my tweets, my social media. But also, I'm not going front. If I was outside, I'd probably have more. So let's not pretend like social media is not a social profile. Right now, I don't give a fuck to be on social media because I have my shorty.
Okay, but if you met a shorty would not be able to judge your character officially until she meets you in person.
So let's play devil's advocate. If I was to put up all the posts from pre-relationship or early on relationship, they're gonna see what they need. They'll see that. They'll see, okay, what does he do? Oh, he
ain't nobody scrolling through your Twitter.
Because me, I'm the opposite. I'm the opposite of you. I'm the opposite of you because I'm on social media, even though I'm limiting myself recently. But you can gather up my personality through what I either Instagram about, tweet about, and what I promote. But for you, that's why I said it's subjective because you're two different people on social media. So how am I going to judge all of this and then be able to ask you this question on the first date?
I can't ask you what your intentions are on our first date.
I don't know you that well to know what if I want this from you.
You know if you've been speaking to these persons.
Exactly.
I know about
so this is where we disagree though. Message. You over here talking about I saw you, I thought you was mad fine, so we going out. Yeah. On that first date, now you got to start from the beginning. Oh, what's your favorite color? Oh, what do you like to eat? What do you do for your job?
Not if I want to marry you or not.
Those aren't marriage questions, nigga. Those are simple human.
No, it's not marriage questions. Don't flip this topic. It's not marriage questions. But what she's saying is your intention. Are you trying to get married? Are you looking for a relationship? Yeah, I could be looking for a relationship, and then when talking to you, find out you're not the one I want to be in a relationship with.
Why would I want to go on a date? Why would I want to go on a date to find that out when I could talk to you and text you and figure that out and be like, all right, cool.
Because we just said that girls in this generation say in the first 2 weeks, if the homie don't take you out on a date, it's a switch a nigga out season.
And half of them girls be lying because it'll be the same girls with they nigga laying right next to them when they text them.
We all know girls is cat. We all know. Girls is cat. But this is what they say. This is what they say. This is what they say. This is what they say.
No, this is what they say. I'm saying I've seen my shorty tweet some shit and I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're not even built like that. And I'm being honest. I've seen that. I've been with girls and they posted shit.
I be tweeting mad nonsense. I just be chatting.
Sometimes she just
please. I'm gonna save this sound because I be talking about how women just be tweeting nonsense over here and be laid up with their niggas. Oh, they be over here.
No.
Men deserve less. Men deserve. Oh, y'all niggas don't deserve nothing, and then be laid up under a nigga cuddling and shit.
Absolutely.
I mean, maybe we having an argument. I feel like I was recently in a situation where I was like, I'm really upset. I'm gonna be on Twitter talking my shit because you're wilding. You getting me tight. Like this ain't really nice.
Sometimes it's an outlet for them. I get it, but I'm like the same like switching nigga out season. I'm still here.
You see, it is a thing.
You know what? Speaking of men deserving less, this is a great way to transition. Our second topic. You feel me? So
we went through one question on the first date.
We asked one question. We went through one question.
We on a time constraint. We on the time. People don't like our long podcasts. We're on a time constraint over here. So, bad more than that, you disagree with a lot of our takes and everything like that. And there's a notion on Twitter that we see a lot is men deserve less, men deserve nothing. Why do you think men deserve less? Or do you share that same opinion that are shown on social media by women?
So reciprocation, it's like a big thing for me. Okay. So I don't know how other women are. I'm a big giver of a person. I'm already going to do a lot. So already this is one of those things where like, if we are actually in this relationship and we're doing for each other, then you need to do for me the way that I'm going to do for you. Okay. Y'all men be lazy and selfish and just all into your own self, all about me. Like, it's so narcissistic.
Oh, yes.
You know? So it's not that y'all deserve less, but you have to step outside of yourself to say, what do I need to do to make my partner happy? Sometimes, you know, it can't just be about, oh, well, this is what I want to do, so this is just what I'm going to do. And then you get mad because we're just looking at you like, but you didn't talk to us about it.
Slick.
Right?
Wait, chill, leave me alone. No.
Slick, are you wait, before we even give our take on what Velvet say, are you ready to die on this hill? Are we ready to get canceled? Let me know now, because I get in my Patreon bag if we ready to get canceled together.
It don't take nothing.
But you gotta come along with me.
It don't take nothing to
I'm
start.
not going there by myself.
Some men are givers. Some men be just giving to their women, and I love it.
This is a conversation that we had.
Everything.
It don't.
They deserve everything.
This is a conversation that we had off mic.
It don't take.
And I'm saying right now, Slick, are we ready?
Yo,
I'm not going down this hill by myself.
All right, nigga, can I agree with you? Fuck, I said it don't take nothing but a thing to add a new name. It's a new song.
Okay, we're going to the deep end, baby.
Hold on, let me. Okay. I got wait.
Security.
Gunshot, Slick. Gunshot this.
Oh shit, it's about to be bad. Sorry, y'all. If you love this,
so you said men are lazy and men is selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, y'all could be real. Just, oh my goodness, it's like
self-centered.
I'm not saying y'all can't have your own goals in life and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying all men. I just want to make that clear, because there are some men out there I be crying because I'm just like, where y'all be at? Come find me. Give me what I want so I can give you what you want. But most men pull up and they just be waiting around like, oh, well, I got a girl now, so I'm waiting to see what she's going to do for me. It's not, oh, what am I bringing into her life? What can I do for her? You know, paying attention to each other's needs and love languages is a very important thing. And women automatically have that emotional sense to say, all right, this is what my guy might need. Y'all don't really have that same give back unless it's a sexual thing. And then y'all just be all types of freaky, doing whatever, giving it all. But y'all can't emotionally give because you're so focused on your personal wants and needs.
Well, Velvet, before I just give a disclaimer for the pod, I love and I respect you, and this little soliloquy and rant that I'm about to go on, I'm going to put you to the exception because I actually know you in real life and know how great of and big-hearted person you are.
Thank you.
So once I start this attack, don't feel offended, okay?
Oh shit, it's been real. This might not go well, fam. You know, new podcast coming. We might have to take the summer off and come back at it.
Where to start on that whole statement that you just put down there? Slick, start it off, please, because you come with better logic and you speak way better than I do. So
prove me wrong.
Start off before I go off a tangent.
I feel like you just described both sexes, and I think that's the problem. We talked about this with praise, and we talked about other people. Like this idea there's an attack on black women, but I think it's also attacks on black love. I think that what we see is that we're so pitted because what's the shit that's retweeted? Even if you don't follow it, it's always some negative shit. Oh, niggas ain't shit. Oh, the girls is trying to be hot girls. If it's not about sex. It's literally tit for tat, a give and take. There is no balance to these relationships. Mm-hmm. In fact, I think people more so lean into the imbalance, but selfishly, like the word you use, people. I'm not gonna say men. People are inherently selfish. So if I see a take that relates to, all right, as a man, I feel blah blah blah. Girls ain't cooking enough. Fuck it. Let's just take it like that. I'm like, all right, shit. I mean, niggas on the girls ain't cooking, and then the girls pop up. Niggas not paying the bills. It's like, all right, but we both fucking up. If we really running by the standard of what a relationship was 30, 40 years ago. And now me and B have this discussion a lot on and off air about like what a relationship looks like today. And we said it in pre-production that we kind of live in we call it the gray era, where like it's big on mental health, it's big on healing, but the one thing that we as a community are not trying to heal in is that disconnect. We're reveling in it. These niggas ain't shit. They ain't got jobs. They can't grill. Anything a girl say she like on TikTok, the niggas want to be. Niggas is getting fat and wearing poom poom shorts outside. I'm being dead ass. Because that's the era we living in right now.
Daddy shorts.
Yeah, niggas is like, dudes is
But
really...
I think it's more about, like, I saw this on Twitter the other day, and for y'all that follow me on Twitter, I definitely went on a whole rant about it, right? Where men were so strong in telling women that they need to heal. And I just have to say, with all the toxic energy that y'all be throwing at us on a daily,
All right, hold on, wait.
It's not to say we're not supposed to heal, but there's levels because y'all got to heal too.
And I was about to agree with you. Both, as I was saying, both parties have to get their shit together. So, but is it, and I said this last week, I said this last 2 weeks, black people run to social media for therapy. Yeah. They run to social media or they run to people that agree with them with what they're saying. They're not going to somebody that's going to hold them accountable like, yo, you're fucking up. Yeah, that person might be wilding, but you fucked up too. And I think that's a big part that's missing. So when you go on social media and you see these dumbass posts or you see people retweeting all this stupid shit that is irrelevant to their life or they just want to argue about dumb shit, men deserve less, women is trash, blah, blah, blah. It's no, we're all fucked up. And we're not, we're barely making attempts to get right. So like when I see posts like that, sometimes I'm like, oh shit, I could see that. But it's also like, yeah, sometimes people got shit going on that they don't address. It's so much easier to be like, yo, you did this, so fuck it. I'm just gonna be a fuckboy. But it's like, yo, what was I doing? Right? Exactly.
The communication needs to be something that grows.
Communication
is like non-existent. Forget it being trash. It's just non-existent. People just be doing whatever they want.
And once the assumption is made, this person ain't shit. Guess what? You could go to hell or high water to prove that shit wrong. It's not going to matter because everybody else is going to say that person ain't shit.
You saved the podcast.
I know.
You saved
You picked the right.
You did. I'm not going to.
You trying to come to me?
No, I gave you a disclaimer. You saved the podcast because I was going on a whole different direction than you did, and that sounds beautiful. And I'm not gonna mess up that soliloquy.
But no, you gotta say what you gotta say. But it's like you gotta be honest. It is very frustrating as a man and as a woman. Because like we already got so much fucking shit coming our way. We trying to make money. We trying to break generational curses. We trying to just go to the fucking store and make it home to our family. We trying to build families. A lot of us come from fucking broken homes, but we rely and we revel in the toxicity, the dumb shit. And no other group of people has to fucking deal with that. And it's so fucking frustrating.
Especially when your family supports your toxicity and you just be reveling in the fact that all of your family members act just like you. So why should I change? That's toxic. Because if your parents were toxic, you just as toxic. You might actually be even more toxic unless you have tried to learn from their mistakes. You know, but there's a lot of people that's like, oh, well, this is what I didn't like that you did, but you need to change. So I'm not going to change. Just you need to change. It has to be a conversation about that 50-50 where this is what's going to make me feel comfortable. This is what's going to make you feel comfortable. This is the compromise and we can still work on it. So it's not about deserving less. We all deserve more. We deserve each other's empathy, understanding, and communication. You know, but there be a lot of chatter and no trying to actually understand. Everybody just be getting petty and defensive.
Absolutely, and I think agree. That's a key. I totally agree. That's a key word though. But you have to first decide for yourself what you want and what is more. Like you establish that.
And I get so triggered on certain things too. I think that's a lot of things that this generation gets a lot. We automatically get triggered. Like the whole, what do you bring to the table? Oh, you say that. That caused a whole
I don't like that question at all.
We're taught to be on guard. And I think we've had the toughest dating transition because we came up with social media. So you talk about like the new generation, the new guys and girls, and they had social media. I see my students, like legit, this is full transparency, and they talk about dating each other. They can't have a conversation. I never see them talk, but they be on Snapchat. They be texting. They don't know how to have a conversation. They don't know how to address feelings. For us, it's like, yo, we came from, if you were lucky, maybe a parent talked to you. If you weren't lucky, you learned through fire how to communicate, how to talk. Whatever habits you picked up, you bring them here, and now they're exacerbated, big word, by the fact that you're getting all this negative stimuli. Because when it's so, like, and it's like, even if you try to control the social media, even if you try to control, like, you still need to have your circle. Like, I don't want a yes man around me. I want somebody to tell me, yo, I'm fucking up. Or I want somebody to tell me, yo, all right, bro, I feel you. How can we do this positively? I think a lot of times we get caught, and girls too. I want the ladies to be like, yo,
girls too,
and I want people to fucking say what the fuck they doing. Because I feel like that's another thing. It's easy to be upset about something or feel away, but you're taking the part out where you did whatever. So the story is never complete. Oh, she ain't shit. Why isn't she shit? Cause she da 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 da. All right, so what happened? You was this upstanding guy? I mean, I was fucking these hoes. Oh. So how the fuck? So you was fucking these hoes and she got tired. Okay, cool. Or yo.
And that's just American culture too, you know, because even when you think about bullying, the person that actually does the bullying never really gets any type of consequences. They just go to the victim and say, oh, we're going to remove you from this class. We might have to transfer you to a new school. Nobody paid attention to the fact that why was this person bullying this person in the first place? What's going on with the bully's life?
You're right.
You know, it's not just about therapy for the victim.
We're taught to run away.
Yep.
That's why relationships fail. That's why all this shit, niggas ain't shit. Because what do? Oh, my feelings hurt. I'm going to run away. And then
run away. Y'all just be distant. Y'all just be quiet. Y'all have nothing to say. Y'all just don't be talking and think that works. And that definitely doesn't work for me. If you don't talk to me for a whole week, don't bother talking to me.
Whoa. You kind of reverting back over there, Velvet.
I'm just saying. Communication is important.
But the first step is like acknowledging your shit. Like I do the same thing. I'm gonna get distant. I'm gonna get going. But then I also realize like sometimes you have to, even if you're not comfortable saying it, you have to still allow yourself to be in the space. Because sometimes I'm not going front. People don't know when they fuck up, and that's another thing. Like when you ghost somebody, imagine how detrimental it is. And then we was talking about all this generational shit and the bad shit that we learn, and we're taught to run away. Just because you run away does not mean you're addressing the trauma. It literally, you're going to probably bring that same problem to your next situation because you still have the same tendencies because you ran.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And then also it's just about the environment that you're in currently. Like what you're saying, sometimes the opposite of that is the probably guy don't feel safe to be vulnerable. He probably don't think that he can be. So instead of just confronting that, I'm just going to run away.
Mm-hmm. You absolutely right.
I feel like I've heard that quite often, okay? Especially for me, because y'all can already see, but you know me. Yeah. I'm a very direct person. I'm asking the questions. I want the answers so that we can figure out what's coming next. What do we need to do to figure out that solution? I've had to learn to kind of tone it back sometimes because it's not that I'm trying to, you know, therapize you or, you know, be too much of a communicator. But if you don't tell me, then how am I going to know? If you're just going to be quiet and then all of a sudden randomly you're just happy again and everything is like brushed off the shoulders and brushed underneath the table, I'm still confused. And then it looks like, oh, well, you're just trying to start an argument. No, I am trying for us to not have to go through this problem again. So for you to tell me you don't feel comfortable to be vulnerable and share I'm asking you to be vulnerable. So I
think one of the problems with that too is what do guys, and I have dealt with something like that in the past, is if we feel like if we be honest with you, we're going to hurt you. Because and then also a lot of thing is we feel like if we're honest with you, that you might what I would look for, Slick. If I'm honest, if we're honest with how we feel about this situation,
it's not necessarily going to be resolved. You might not get the accountability, or you're going to get hit with something out of left field, like, oh, but you still did this, that doesn't make sense. And it's like, not in your case, but not in your case. In other cases,
you might invalidate the feelings. You might bring back something I did in the past, like, oh, well, yeah, if you had a problem with that, but you did this back in the day, and they'd be like, you see, this is why they didn't want to tell you anything, and this is why, because instead of addressing this certain issue, and Slick, as guys, we have dealt with women that have done that. They instead of addressing that,
I've probably done that myself.
They come with a leftover. Oh, you like that? You like that bitch Instagram picture 2 years ago, and now you coming after me because I did this. Fuck you. And be like, you see, this is why they want to say nothing. You feel me?
So I think accountability is the word, right? Because
absolutely, I'm
at least approaching.
It's both.
I'm approaching you. I'm approaching you being accountable for things that I may have done that bothered you. But I can't be accountable for things if I don't know. But it's a different if I am telling you what I really did not like that you did, and you just kind of brush it off and make it seem like, well, it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal what I did or did not do. Then you are invalidating my feelings. And while I'm trying to validate you and understanding, okay, let's just say, oh, maybe I was screaming and I'm being too loud because I'm just a loud person. So I understand that is making you feel a certain type of way and you don't feel like you want to express yourself because I'm being too aggressive. I'm going to validate that. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, let me tone it down. But I still want you to also take accountability and understand why it got to this point. Because when I shared with you how I felt about this and this and this, You just gave me excuses. And this is another thing. Excuses are tools of the weak and incompetent. You need to stand up for what you did and take accountability. I'm not just bugging because you did nothing. You did something. And if I'm trying to tell you what you did, then you need to be accountable of that the same way that you want me to be accountable for how I might be making you feel too.
Agreed. And I think that's
you're 100% correct.
And that's on both sides. So I think men get into the habit of gaslighting. Men get into the habit of, just trying to, it wasn't that big a deal. Yes. And I think that, again, that's part of the healing process for both genders. It's like, we need to come.
But also, but not to cut you off, but I feel like that too is sometimes we feel like the partner, if the shoes were on the other foot, the partner probably wouldn't go for that as well, or wouldn't accept that. That's another frustrating point. It's like, I would never put you in this situation, and the fact that you put me here, now we have to address that. Because it's like, and I think that's, what another thing is, and is I think I read this somewhere, I heard it, I don't know what I was doing, but I heard something along the lines of this. It's like, you get into these situations where that stuff happens, you have to be okay with, once you say your piece, this shit might be over. And I think that's that fear of being alone, especially if you're with somebody that you've had such great times with, or you built something, or you, again, I'm going back to the first date question, like, your intention was to be like, I'm trying to be with you forever type shit. You have to be like, get your shit off. Like, I think I would be 100% okay if the person I was supposed to be with forever did some fuck shit, and we talked about it verbatim, and at the end it was like, all right, well, I'm not gonna lie, I as much as I love you, I can't be there or do this right now because I feel like this is just a lot for me. And it's like, it's open, it's honest, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna suck, but it's better than just sitting in some kind of holding pattern.
Yep.
You feel me? And I think that's we're so afraid to be alone once you find something that is really great. And I hate that.
And get comfortable. Be scared to be uncomfortable.
That's
too.
a whole
Y'all
fact.
know I hate
That's
this.
a whole lesson.
Everybody
Fear
know
of abandonment.
Everybody know I hate Tyler Perry, but the realest shit he ever said was that 80-20 shit. He's like, you could be in a relationship, and honestly, at its peak, you might, like, when after you done go through the honeymoon phase and the argument phase and I love you phase and I hate you phase and what are we doing phase, you at 80-20. You gonna get 80% of what you need. And that 20% you're not getting is going to look real good, but you got to ask yourself, in that 20%, is it something that is like you 100% need it? Is it like if it's trust and loyalty? All right, cool. Well, you got everything, but trust and loyalty is bad. Oh shit, yeah, that's you already setting yourself up for failure. But if it's like material things, all right, let's get this bread up so I could do that. Communicate that to me so I understand. All right, bet maybe it's not an every month thing but it's like, I understand that. Like, if I feel like I need to be left the fuck alone for 1 week in a month.
Right. And I think that's okay too, because that's another thing for me of learning, where I'm a very anxious person. Like, I'm coming to you because I want to know and I need to figure it out and blah, blah, blah. But most people are like, nah, like, I just need my space. I need to be chill for a little bit. Communicate that. All you need to do is say, I need a few days to just think about this and be to my own thoughts and be by myself. I'm going to give you your few days, but can I give you a whole 2 weeks for you to think about this? Probably not. By the end of the week, I'm looking at you like, so what's up?
Because you don't even
what
know
are we doing?
You don't even know what's happening.
What's next?
Depending on what the situation was, you don't even know what's going on. It's like, I'm still looking stupid. All right, say less.
I mean, some people find out what they want later than others. Some people find it earlier. So, I mean, it depends on the person at that point, because it's like, some people might just know after a few days, because I'm a type of person, I need at least a day. What's the rule? It's the 48-hour rule of, if you're still mad at something, sleep on it. And then in the next day, if you still feel the same, that means that it's important and it's more personal. If you wake up and it doesn't feel as important, then that means you are able to discuss it. That's how I roll. I at least need 24
But it's that point
hours.
where you look internally to see why you even feel so strongly about it after that 2 days. It's like, why do I feel so strongly about it? What happened in my past that's triggering me in this moment? And you still have to communicate and talk to your partner about it. You can't just try to brush off and act like it's not a thing.
It's about courage.
You're throwing shots. Somebody listening to this podcast and getting some shots at them right now.
Damn.
All in good faith, though. All in good faith, because I feel like there is a lot of growth that could be done and a lot of, strong love stories that could make it, if people just put their pride to the side, and stepped outside of their own comfort zones, built some courage, as Slick said, and said, no, this is what we got to talk about because this is what happened, or this is this terrible thing that happened, or these are some of these great things that have been going on. But this right here, this needs to be fixed. We have to
really believe in partnership. I think that's something in this generation that is getting
It's
put
slow.
under the table. It's partnership, because I think both. I mean, let's put all genders because we got to be politically correct. All genders, one person thinks they're superior than the other. Either there's women or men in some short way of fashion. They think one of them is just, I'm the special, I'm the prize. Oh no, I know my worth. Y'all both are the prize. Y'all both should know y'all worth. Y'all should both communicate and both move forward together.
And it's okay if we have to work with each other on building some of our not so strong qualities, because everybody has their insecurities. But if you're my partner, you should be working with me to build me up the same way I'm working to build you up. If you're going to keep throwing my insecurities at me, I'm looking at you like, how about we just scrap right now? Because then what's the point?
Yeah, I think sometimes.
And a lot of thing is respect everybody's dating preference. Not in such as the type of person they date, but the type of standard they put for themselves. Not if your standard is a big baller type of dude, or if your standard is a big booty chick who just look good on the gram, just respect that. One thing I don't like is that people keep putting their preferences online and trying to galvanize other people to join their preference and not respect other people's dating style.
And we just talked about that at the start. It's like people are projecting this image of what people want. Half the time, it's not even an image they want. It's shit that you see that's fake. I saw some tweet niggas like, these girls go buy these booties and pretend they be in the gym. Like, why wasn't you there before? Like, now it's like, all right, I got a chance. Like, no, you don't
be in the gym. That's the one thing y'all know. I do not be in that gym. That place is sweaty.
You gotta think for yourself. I ain't go for. I started working out recently. That shit is.
You got fast metabolism, so you good.
I'm about to say you good. You straight. But yeah, it's literally in that pocket. Like, we gotta heal. Yeah. We gotta get right.
Yeah.
And like you said, like, there's a lot of relationships that could have been great. It's a lot of relationships that ended that probably was right.
Yeah. You gotta learn the other person's love language and do for them what they need, not just do what you're comfortable with giving them.
Absolutely.
That's a whole thing.
And if you're not willing to do that, then maybe it's not the right time.
Maybe, and we might save this for a lot of conversation. Not everybody that you're interested in need to be in a relationship with. That's something that I would table that for the next podcast.
That's a topic.
Because a lot of people, men and women, just sit here, oh my God, I like this person. I need to be in a relationship with a person. And probably that person, no. Maybe you just have to just go through it.
Be best friends. Like, y'all could be best friends and tell each other what y'all need to fix about each other and just be great that way. Like, we can have such a great friendship. But the relationship is toxic.
I can still suck on your titties. You can still dub me
down. What? Wait, no.
That might be the perfect place to end it. You took a healthy.
Yes, I had to throw a little toxicity in there. Well, Velvet, thank you for joining us. Of course,
it was a pleasure.
I will put your contact on our description on our IG. So if you want to go follow her and get that
follow me. If I like you, I'll add you.
You already know what it is. I'm the host with the most, B Brezzy, aka Poppy Sazon. Wait, Slick. I forgot. Please follow us on all social media at This Might Not Go Well. If you have any brain deals, business opportunities, please email us at thismightnotgo@gmail.com.
All right, it's your boy Slick. We out of here, y'all.
Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.